only teenage wasteland. Down the neighborhood, we have a dark crossroad. Put out fire, gonna pass my shoulder. Get out of my way, the death is here.
We're live, pal. It's Matt. I'm glad you were here. It's another fidgeting tale of going live with me. Yeah, I don't know. I was fucking around with Rock earlier, and I was just thinking about like the cool things about making AI and the depressing things like how we're all going to lose our jobs and we're going to be eating bugs here in a few years because, well, anything that has to do with data and my job has to do with data is going to go away. But for now, the fun of the AI, which is making videos pretty easy, and to think like years and years ago, even like 5 years ago, to make something like that, I mean, you would have spent what? Even the most expert would have spent like what? Days, maybe weeks. Living the pod, eating the bugs. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. I just hope, and I've told all my friends this. I hope that if I can make it to retirement, I can get in one of the good old folks' homes, like for people that didn't, save their 401k or any of that. That just spent their money haphazardly, and I get one of the good dog food old folks homes to live in that I only get the shit beat out of me like once or twice a week by the African American orderlies that work there, because those are apparently the only people that work in old folks homes, just beating the shit out of the elderly all day. Yeah, but yeah, I shouldn't be such a, is it nihilist? I think that's it. I don't know. I'm just not depressed. Just matter of factly, that's what I think's going on. So tonight we're going to play Resident Evil. Well, I navigate our uncertain future. I'm going to use Hunk, which I always thought, man, what a stupid name. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Is like I had this, like I was joking with my mom like 15 years ago when she was alive, and I was like, it's like, you know what you should do, because you have such good credit. Just, if you get the news that, you get the Walter White news that you got about 6 months to live, just don't say anything to anybody and just take out every possible kind of loan that there is and cash it out. and hide it under the mattress for me to get. Well, she didn't do that, but I'm pretty sure if I ever get the Walter White speech that I'm like sitting across from the doctor and I'm really fixated on that mustard stain, don't think for a second that I'm not just like, fuck it. I guess I am just gonna I'm gonna take out a car loan for a car I can't afford, but my credit's excellent. I have an 815. That's no joke. I have an 815. I'm very careful with my money. I'm just not smart with it. I'm careful with it though. Um, so don't think I won't be doing that and getting the biggest, probably condominium. I think you could move into one of those a lot faster than a house. So I'd probably try to close on a condo and at least have one good month where I'm just driving around that Lamborghini and living in that condo while the health rapidly deteriorates. And I wait for, one of the Breaking Bad songs, not Crystal Blue Persuasion, but the one that ended the series as Walter White was dying on the meth lab floor at the WS compound in somewhere New Mexico as Jesse Pinkman sped off to freedom and soon Alaska. And Matt, you'll have to let me know if I'm just too low. I just want to play this game a little bit. I figured, let's see. I'm going to live in the Lambo and travel the country like a bat. That's one of the things, man. Listen, okay, I've had this idea forever. And, okay, so I know we're all in about the same age group, but one of the things I grew up really loving was the old David Banner Hulk show. And like, as you know, it's like every episode is the same. He just rolls up into another town with a backpack on his back. And, he doesn't have things like, a driver's license or a social security card. He just has a good attitude toward getting gainful employment in whatever new town that he goes to. And I know I've said this to other people, so I'm repeating myself. And as you know, I repeat the fuck out of myself because I'm possibly having like 19 brain tumors and dementia all at once. But like he rolls into the town and let's just say it's the sawmill. So he goes to the sawmill. He gets the job at the sawmill instantly. They don't do background checks back in the 70s or anything like that. They're just like, you look trustworthy. You look like you could be a good hand at the sawmill. But of course, there's a lot of things that goes on, and this is every episode of the Hulk. First off, the owner is one of two people. The owner is either a very dishonest, evil, crook of a man, and he mostly hires like the town crooks and toughs and whatnot, or he's like an innocent that's in like a bad situation, like he's competing with the other sawmill. It's like he's the good sawmill owner and he's competing with the evil sawmill owner on the other side of town that is always not only trying to put him out of business, but like fucking kill him, like by burning his house down or something. It's always real dramatic. They just can't have like a friendly sawmill competition. Who's the best at running a sawmill? It's like, no, only one of us can survive. So it was always one of those two. But most of the time, it was old David Banner getting a job at the evil sawmill or carnival or, like I think a lot of times construction site. And I meant to kill that chicken. The chicken has a gold egg, which completely heals your health. But as he gets the job, there's always the love interest every episode, and it's like a secretary, right? It's always like the secretary. It's like I work here. I'm a secretary. I'm not evil. I'm not evil or anything. Just work here as the secretary that rips the check out of the old check notebook thing that they used to have back then. And this is the special for Hunk. He has unlimited ammo whenever I activate it. So I can just go Rambo. I don't have to reload. So undoubtedly, after old David Banners had a job for like one day, then the evil bullies that work at the fucking lumber yard, they want to do him harm. You know, they want to kick his fucking ass for no reason. They just don't fucking like him, right? And how they do it's always the same. They beat him up and they throw him out of the room. Like, did you ever notice that if you watch the show? If you watch the show, it's almost like a trope. Like, the town bullies will beat him up, and they're like, we beat up the nerd, the new guy at the lumber yard. So we're going to throw him out of the room now as an ending act of our defiance in our triumphant evil ways. And they throw him out of the room, and then he looks up and goes, and his eyes, turn green, and then you see the rip of the clothes. And then just out of nowhere, and these idiots in these shows never, put two and two together. It's like, we were beating up that new guy, that new nerd that works for us, right? We're beating him up, just because. And we and then out of nowhere, just some gigantic muscular green guy wearing the same pants, wearing the same pants as old David Banner, they wouldn't know him as David Banner. He'd always have like some lame name. It'd be David Lilly or David Greenberg. And so then they get beat up, and then, then the rest of the episode plays out as they always play out, which is weird. It's like hard to describe. It's like David Banner uncovers the truth about the sawmill. The Hulk beats up the bad guys, and by the end of the episode, it's kind of like Scooby-Doo. The evil sawmill owner gets arrested and carted away, but now David Banner's out of a fucking job, and even though he met a love interest like the secretary's never like, hey, you fucking retard, you can just stay here with me and, we'll get another job. We can work at that other sawmill, the one that's, down there. I think that one's less evil than this one, the one that, the guy that wasn't you, the green guy, destroyed. And what I was getting at is, like, that's what TV's missing. They're missing a show like The Hulk, where, you put it in like 2025 terms, so you got to be a lot more creative. But like, I guess the easy way out is just make the guy like a computer hacker of some kind, or like how the guys on like Supernatural, they were kind of low key computer hackers or something, because they kept coming up with like credit cards that never ran out of money. Or whatever, and you could do something like that. Like David Banner shows up in Newtown, and he's David Lilly, and he's got that new social security number, and yada yada yada. So he could always do something like that. And in this day and age, I don't think people really call references anymore, because I can tell you, like, whenever I've gotten like sick of a job, right, I would always like tell my friends, like, hey, I'm sick of this fucking job I have. I'm putting in some applications. I'm serious about it. So I'm putting you down as my boss. So if you ever get called, just, give them the spiel. And I've done that like almost my whole adult life. Like, just tell friends, like, hey, you might get a call, you might not, but just pretend you were my boss and just say something like, I'm sorry that he had to go, but, like he told you, he's moving to a new city. So, no harm, no foul. And I've only had that once ever my whole life, like an employer calling a reference and actually You know, hey, doctor said he worked with you at the pickle factory. It's like, yep, I'm the owner. I'm David Pickles, and yeah, he was great. Did real good. He screwed the lid on the top of the pickle jar just right. Sorry to see him go. One time in my life, and I don't know, it looks like just Matt in here. Matt, have you ever had someone legitimately call like an old reference? Because I know the fuck I haven't. I mean, just the one time. And they even told me about it. Like they said, yeah, they actually called, you know, and their questions weren't hard. You know, they were real, like, you know, they were like really just like, would you say he's a good employee? You got anything extra you'd like to say about him? Something like that. And the thing was, it's like, I don't even think it counts because I was already fucking hired. It was over. Like they were calling my reference after, you know, I was hired. I don't know. Maybe if I'd have got a really fucking bad one, someone would have been like, whoa, maybe we ought to pump the brakes on this idiot. That's just me talking to myself randomly. Teenage Wasteland. Oh, God, I know. Yeah. Well, other than knowing like one line of Chinese, Wu Hun Hao Shay Shay, and I don't even think I said that right. Now, that's more or less, how are you doing today? Ugh. That's about fucking it. Teenage Wasteland. I wonder how far away we are between like just one of the AI programs making like a good movie out of just like prompts and shit. Ah! You fell into my trap. Ugh, almost got hit with that fucking pitch. Oh, shit, you're dead. Shit, goddamn pitchfork. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Dynamite, run. I got a glancing blow from it. Yeah, I think we need like some sort of like modern day version of like that Hulk TV show. I think that would be interesting to pull off. Or just like a parody of it or something. I haven't even seen parodies of it unless I've just missed out. The closest I've seen that was like that was fucking Supernatural. They did that shit. Nimrod, I think, liked Supernatural about as much as me. I don't know why. I fucking love that show. I think that was regarded as like a fucking girls' show. I couldn't get myself to go out and do anything today. Today was just like one of those, like those Sunday scaries that the motherfucker, whoever invented that, goddamn, they hit the nail on the head. I wake up Sunday morning and all I do is shred Monday morning. And I turn into that guy from Office Space where I'm just like, man, if I ever got fired, it wouldn't be for cause or anything like that. It would probably be for just straight up layoffs. And then I would have 6 months. I would have 6 months at least of a partial check coming in while I slept all day. But I would have a whole lot less money, and I would slowly go into the hole. But I'd have that 6 months where I could just like solely just try to figure it out, as slowly AI takes all of our jobs, which has led me thinking. I mean, I know I'm going to probably bring this up the rest of my life. It's like, all right, so we know anything tech related is going to go away more or less, and there's just going to be an oversight committee. Well, not even a committee. You know what I mean? Instead of like, I mean, I'm again the dementia and the 50,000 autisms and brain cancers I have. I probably said this before, but the first job I had when I was a new hire, they showed me the payroll department on one of the floors. And it was a whole fucking floor. It was like 50 people. And by the time I left, there was like 10. And if that company is even still around, which I haven't even looked, I bet, nowadays if they have a payroll department, it's like a payroll manager and payroll admin person. And everything else is AI. God damn it, hurry up. I'm trying to get a combo for those watching. What you want in this game, this is the mercenary side game. And what you want is you want to kill all the enemies in one combo so you get a high score. And it's just for shits and giggles. You don't even get anything from it. There's no reward. The reward is doing it. That's the reward. You don't even get a new coat. Well, no, earlier it would if you got like a good high score, that's how you would unlock new characters. But I have everybody unlocked, so now it's just for shits and giggles. And that dynamite blew up their own people. Oh, I haven't been scrolling. If AI replaces us, yeah. Oh, I'm good at. This fucking thing didn't scroll. I thought I just wasn't getting any new comments. Hey, there's Spurg Snake. If you're still here, Spurg Snake, have you ever, I don't know when you came in, like, did you ever, when you were like, sick of a job and you're applying for other jobs, did you ever go, like, have your friends, like, tell your friends, like, hey, I'm going to put you down as my boss. And if they call, you just say I'm good and not stupid. And all my friends, they were like, I'm smart enough to say you're not stupid. But in my whole life, it only happened one time that my shit was ever called. The only other thing that's kind of like that is like they would, just so you're not like making up the previous job, which, I mean, let's just be real. If you want to put down that you were an executive somewhere, put down you were an executive at Blockbuster or Sprint, or, I mean, not even executive. Forget I said that word. I don't know why I said that word. But if you wanted to like apply for like a management job somewhere, you just put down fucking Toys R Us, Blockbuster, Sprint. There's no one to fucking call. Sears, I think, is completely out of business. Isn't Kmart completely out of business? And the most that they do is now they'll try to get a reference, not really a reference, but they'll try to like fact check your employment by calling like a work number or something like that. And then if that's a bust, they don't just not hire you. They'll usually say something like, say, I worked in HR, so I know this. This isn't just me guessing and talking randomly. They'll, at least the companies I worked at, the next step is like, okay, show us your final check, black out the amounts, but show us your final check. Guess what? There's a fucking thing called Photoshop. So you can always just make up you worked somewhere. Just put the fucking logo in the top right hand corner. Dick Sucker Industries. Yeah. God damn it, it's not scrolling again. There's Spurg. Yeah. Yeah, who's here? Who saw I Love You, Philip Morris? Because like that's originally when I got like the idea, it came from that movie because, at the time I had a good job, but it didn't pay shit. I had a good job. And I was getting slowly, just office space disillusioned, and there was the scene where Jim Carrey, he has multiple phone numbers, and he's like answering the phone as his own manager, and like, oh yeah, Jim Carrey's a great employee. You need to hire him. I'm sorry to lose him. Where's the Zima factory? Zima. Oh, I get what. Okay, for a second, you know how spaced out I get at all. I thought for a second you weren't talking about what I was talking about. I thought you were just randomly going, "Hey, by the way, I worked at the Zima factory." Golden Cock Incorporated. This cock I have on the wall, this was from my 5-year anniversary of working at Golden Cock. Let me turn around and get that. It's right here. Here's Golden Cock right here. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you all about that too. I saw where Dylan had he set up a vid, he set up a live stream, and then the live stream never fucking happened, and then they just he took it down, and I ain't heard nothing because he doesn't post like most of us post on the Twitter machine, He didn't put up the whoops, I forgot. Oh, okay. Just night shifts. That's good. You got to make some, make that real money. Make that real money before AI comes in. We had this one position. It was called workforce management. And a human did it. And he got paid 6 fucking figures. And I didn't like the guy at all. At the Christmas party, it wasn't a Christmas party, but it was the 4th of July party. They flew me in, and they flew a bunch of other people in that worked out of state to Chicago. And we went to this party, right? And it was at a bar, and it was on a chill side of town. It was outside of the city, but and it was a all you could eat pizza party, and we took a party bus, there and back. So, you know, yeah, it was like kind of roll your eyes, cringy, because it's just playing like that fucking twerk your booty rap music. But it was fun, and I'd never get to see these people hardly, so it's kind of fun just to kind of act up a little bit. And on the way back, this workforce manager guy, he was also one of the people that never come in. He was like putting his hands on his head, like trying to block out the music. And when we got off the bus, he started screaming about how the fucking how the music was too loud on the bus. And now he's got a fucking migraine, and he was a fucking he, him, they, them. And so he was acting like this the whole time. It's like, my ears hurt. Got a migraine, guys. Oh, I'm not going to be able to dream about hot, oiled up men tonight because of my migraine. Oh, and I swear to God, he moaned. He moaned when he talked, like a lot of these fruits do. And he made such a big fucking deal out of it and he was cussing and shit. Oh, he, him, they, them. I don't want to get his fucking, pronouns wrong, even though I didn't say his name. He might, hunt me down and get me canceled. He, him, they, them, moaning. Oh, and that he got like put on a fucking final, and they actively started like looking for ways like, we got to get rid of this fucking fruit. Even though the place I work at's woker and shit, they have a DEI department that is still fully active, and like once a week I get an email from the DEI committee, and it's like, do you celebrate Rappahannock? Are you an East Islander? Are you, you're a white guy, so you don't have nothing. You're neurodivergent or whatever. But they ended up replacing that guy in a couple of months, all because of his outburst. They probably would have not looked into it as hard had he not just made such a he, him, they, them, made such a ass out of he, him, they, themself. Getting off that fucking party bus. Oh, my migraine. Oh, speaking of head. Oh, God. How am I supposed to give or receive head later? Oh, my God. It was the funniest shit. Hey, Kip. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, he wore like a fedora, or it's not a, no, did he wear a fedora? But he wore like the, whatever the thing is. It's not the, God damn it, what's it called? That's where my brain cancer comes in. The things that are words that I can't remember. Boa. He was wearing the boa the other day, and he was doing the voice. I only saw it for a minute because I have the attention span that you can measure in nanoseconds. So I watched it for a minute, and then I was like, yeah, I gotta go do something else. Oh, I'm softly moaning, thinking about all these hot men with their shirts off and oil. There is this one that I worked with that I swear to God moaned and was a liar. Like, part of my job is to evaluate other people's specific work when it comes to data. And when they were a new hire, I was going over some stuff that they had to tighten up. And when they talked to their new manager, and it was, again, one of those times that I came into the office in that godforsaken shithole woke Chicago. And one of the other managers comes up to me and they go, hey, Harley, Adam. I was talking to Adam. I was like, yeah. It's like, I asked him if is he another he, him, they, them. I asked him if you ever went over blah, blah, blah with him. And he said he didn't, and I couldn't. I almost got fired. It's like, oh, you mean Adam, the guy that moans when he talks? Because this guy, oh my God, that's all he does. Everything he said, he had to say it like this. And oh shit, almost got fucking killed by that thing. He said you never went over with him. Oh my God. I'm not telling the story right. It was very infuriating. So I'm like, it's my fucking job. It's the one thing I do. I tell you not to forget to do X at your stupid data job. God damn it, that hemorrhoid's gonna get me. Well, motherfucker. Oh, what your game is? This game I'm playing. The game I'm playing today, when I'm up thinking about hot oiled up men, is Resident Evil 4, the remake. I'm playing the side quest called Mercenaries. You just try to kill 150 people in a combo, and then you get a high score, which gives you a feeling of euphoria, like seeing a big old thick veiny wiener. Oh, that's funny. Ulrich should shave his head and do a parody character. Well, I mean, all you gotta do, if you wanted to do something like that, for anyone that has like a background, like Spurg has a background, but it's real. He's always in that same spot. He's just take a screenshot, a good one, of any time he ever, got up or anything, and then now you have that, and then he just green screen himself in and do that if you want to. And then the other way is like anyone with like the knowledge and know-how of how to do that. There's AI big booby women thing. Just put one of those behind you and do your impression. But I digress. I can't do his voice. I just like, when I like to say it, I just like to be like, I'm Gary Busey or Nick Nolte. That's as good as I can do it. It's really bad. It's terrible. It's a 0 on a scale of 1 to 10. But yes, Matt Hibner says, as in happy, yes. As in rectal passion, no. I like Kathy Quinn too. That's my new name. I'm Kathy Quinn. Here's my sidekick. My sidekick's regular Harley Quinn. I ache for big old juicy wiener too. Mr. Garrison. Remember when South Park was funny? That was like 15 years ago. Oh shit, god damn it, you fucking bitch. I just unpaused it. There's like a delay, so you're all not seeing what I'm seeing yet. I'm just wanting to talk to my good buddies on the stream tonight. That chainsaw lady you're all seeing right now, that's one of the bosses of this shit. And I'm far enough in, I can just start blowing these. I can just start blowing these people away. I meant away, not anything else. Oh man, look at that bearded man coming my way with lust in his eyes. Oh, I'm gonna blow him too with a grenade. Away. Oh, I keep saying it wrong. What's wrong with me? God damn it. Ah! Oh, fuck. I almost died. I thought that Boa stream was funny. What I saw of it. Did he show his feet again? Who all was in here? Did he show his feet again? You can't show your feet on the internet or people will masturbate to you unless you want that to happen. Let me say that again loud and clear. You can't show your feet on the internet or people will masturbate to you. Like my feet right here. You can't show them or people will spurg all over them. Don't show your feet. That's the first thing. That's the first rule I tell kids today when I'm sitting next to them on a park bench with a knife to them. It's like, don't show your feet on the internet. Unless you want that thing. I need to know more. I don't know what this means. Gay point of view is the best. Ew, God, is that where like the guy wearing like a GoPro on his head does another dude? Like what happened in the White House like a little over a year ago when old man Biden and camel toe Kamala was in charge. They just like, hey guys, go in there and butt fuck around the fucking whatever the congressional whatever table place. Just butt fuck up a damn storm. We're in charge of the media. We'll brush it under. Only the people on the Twitter will know about it. Kind of want to stream more, but I have this anxiety that like literally no one will watch. Like I will come on and there'll be 0 people, and I'll be the lonely Virgil me. If I had 5 people watching at any time, I'm overjoyed. I was thinking too, it's like we all have like fantasies about like hitting the lottery and shit. And I was saying it's like, it's probably never going to happen. But if I won enough. There's a condo I'd like to move in. It's just down the road. It's in a gated community, and no shit goes down there. And I would be the weirdo that lived there, but I would feel safe. Feel safe here, but they have a lot of doors that you're supposed to use a code to get into, and those fucking doors don't work. And every now and then I see collards roaming around the neighborhood, and I don't much care for that. Die! Oh, no, not me. Hey, what all else went on in the Dabbleverse? Oh, Jesus Christ, that fucking hemorrhoid's coming after me again. Again, there's a delay. I don't mean my own hemorrhoids. God damn it, motherfucker. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Come on. God damn it, I died. Fuck. Hemorrhoid face got me. But it's a respectable score. I got an S rank whenever it shows up on the screen here. Gay gaming POV. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm getting shot at. Oh. I can only show one. I can show that one. Maybe that should be my gimmick. I just restart an entire gimmick. I'm just like, I'm getting paid up. It worked a lot better with like the wrestling games. Like, I can't believe Randy Orton with his big old tattooed muscles is picking me up above his head. I hope I don't slide off of his baby oil body. Oh, that hurts. I hope he doesn't hit me with another reverse atomic drop. Oh. But I'm just talking to myself. What all went on in your all's week? Let me read about your all's week. My week's pretty boring. You know, it's a lot of it is here looking at Excel spreadsheets. Even if it's just reading, I'd like to read about people's weeks, what they did. Obviously without doxing yourself or anything. Uh, Yeah, I use Krauser. Teenage Wasteland. Dun, dun. I'm just a small town bird lawyer. I mean, he is as liberal as you can fucking get. I don't know if you all have like really listened to his podcast before. I used to a lot, but I had to stop because he's too liberal. Normally I could just he's talking about politics. I could like skip past that part. Then it just became like, nope, I can't skip past it anymore. He's going to bring up Trump every 32 seconds. And he's one of those anti-gun nuts. I'm sure you've heard of gun nuts. But he's an anti-gun nut. Like, you can't give him an example where it's okay to own a gun to defend yourself. He's one of those people like, just call the cops. But he's also one of the liberals that wanted to defund the police. So how do you win with something? That's kind of like par for course with a lot of liberals, You can't win anything with them. Don't own a gun, but don't call the cops. Cops should be defunded. You probably own too much. I swear I heard him say before. But I love his fucking wrestling takes. His wrestling takes are like, they're as good as they're going to get, and they're said by someone very, verbose. He can put it in the words better than I ever could, like what's good and bad about wrestling today. But if he would just never, ever talk about fucking Trump, it would, I could go back and watch it, but after the attempt on Trump, still I know YouTube will shadow ban if you say too much or something. But the attempt on Trump, after that, and then after he blistered Hulk Hogan for his appearance at the RNC, I was like, yeah, I have to call it a day on Mr. Cornette. I have to rearrange the item box so I can fit this fucking arrow. But yeah. OG Spurg. Oh man, yeah, that was. I mean, after we talked about that, Matt, let me show that. Yeah, complaining about that background. It was funny though, because I mean that video is just perfectly funny. Like they accidentally did that perfectly, because just to describe it, it's like, it's just your standard bullshit backyard wrestling match. And another thing I found that was funny about it, if you send the link, I'll just play it because it's not copyright. Well, not the Jim Cornette part, but the video. But like, what's funny? One of the other things that are funny about it, if for it being just bullshit backyard wrestling horse shit, is like one of the wrestlers wrestling has those, and everybody I know on the fucking planet owns them. I own them. The fucking $10 basketball shorts from Walmart. One of those fucking guys are wearing the $10 basketball shorts from Walmart that I every time I go, I seen them, and I own a pair because I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, I need a good pair of $10 basketball shorts. And then I noticed everybody I know has them, and then I see him everywhere, and then I saw him in his backyard wrestling video, and then it comes to find out that backyard wrestling video is something like 11 or 12 years old. I don't know. I mean, I'm just babbling now, but like, I just these goddamn $10 basketball shorts that apparently are time traveling basketball shorts. There's no era that these basketball shorts don't exist in. Everybody owns them. I know that there are photographs of Abraham fucking Lincoln wearing them. He was a backyard wrestler too, wearing them. If anyone has photographs of them, maybe we should all do a side by side one day. We all own them because you all know what I'm talking about when I say the $10 basketball shorts from Walmart. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that Russo guy. I mean, I can't put it in any better words than like he is a guy. He has like 100 ideas at a time, and 98% of them are bad, but 2% of them are gold. And that's why he was good in the WWF, is because he had editors that were like, holy shit, 98 of your ideas are the worst things we ever heard, but you have 2 that are fucking awesome. And so you kept your job another week by having 2 great ideas that we can use on the show. Teenage Wasteland. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Actually, for Krauser, these blue grenades, which all they are stun grenades, are more powerful because Krauser's melee kicks and you're pretty much instantly dead. So him even having this and this is just useless. Really, all you need with Krauser, you don't even really need this. You have his knife is the most powerful knife. This is almost a guaranteed instant kill to almost everybody. And by stunning people with the blue grenades, you're going to fuck them up anyway. Ah! And his beret on his head, oh my gosh, it must keep his head nice and warm. You know what keeps heads nice and warm? Head. All right, take a swing at me with the pitchfork so I can block it. Are you going to fucking do it or not? God damn it. God damn it, you fucking bitch. Why isn't he... Oh my God. I don't remember this. So whenever the video catches up, you can see how powerful his fucking knife is. I can just slaughter these cocksuckers with a goddamn knife. But why not just kill them with the special? Room. Holding this controller is fun, but you know what's almost as fun as that? Holding some big old juicy boobies. Who was that? There was that comedian guy. What was this? Paul something. And I think that's what his name was. He was the guy that they based the alien voice on American Dad by. And he was funny because, like, he was like one of those gay guys that like was like in complete denial about it. He was like, you know what? Oh, golly, guys, I'm holding this controller right now, but I really wish it was a pair of big old juicy boobies. Oh, die, you big fucker. Yay, death. Let me pause. I can't concentrate and talk. Oh, did Nodak come by? I gotta. There's Nodak. Hit the like bucket. Yeah, no shit. I think that could have been a good little feud. I don't think they would have went very far with it at the time because it was like, you know, Stone Cold had that rocket ship tied to him at the time. It was by the time of the Canada versus U.S. feud. Pillman was part of the Hart Foundation, but Pillman definitely wasn't a main eventer, and Stone Cold definitely was a main eventer by that time. I mean, who would have known how everything would have panned out? Because, we get used to, in the moment, you think, oh, well, no one will go any higher. More than likely, I always thought about it like this. It's like the Canadian faction, they all weren't bloodthirsty heels. There was they were a good example of that Vince McMahon promo Shades of Grey. When you think about it, it's like, Owen Hart was a chicken shit heel. Jim Neidhart he played a heel. And, British Bulldog, same with him. And Bret Hart was a heel, but he wasn't exactly cheating at all. He was a heel because he was a prick. But those four guys, none of them were bloodthirsty. It's not like they were, wrapping barbed wire around anyone's neck and trying to fucking hang them or anything. You could see their point of view. Pillman was the only one that was like a straight up fucking batshit heel. He kidnapped Terry Runnels, and it was insinuated that she was like more or less like a sex slave. So, so he was a full-on heel in that group. So I don't doubt for a second, had he not passed away and had a Survivor Series not went down a month later, he would have got booted from the Hart Foundation and been a full-blown heel. And then the rest of the Hart Foundation would have eventually started turning babyface, is what I think. Maybe not the whole group, but definitely Bret Hart. There were seeds of Bret Hart getting ready to turn back to babyface again. He did like a promo Madison Square Garden that definitely was making it look like he was, the pendulum was swinging and the crowd was cheering for him, and there were other signs of it. More than if I had to place any bets, Pillman would have got the boot completely. He'd have been his own evil bad guy for a while. And, that would have played out how it played out. We don't know because we don't live in that alternate universe. I think Bulldog, Owen Hart, and Neidhart would have eventually turned on Bret, and they would have stayed bad guys, but Bret Hart would have just been a good guy again. I think Owen Hart was more or less destined. As long as Bret Hart was around, Owen Hart was destined to be in that kind of chicken shit heel. But we'll never know because we don't live in that reality. Goddamn right about Sid, of course. Oh, the beloved chatter stopped by. Oh, I'm not dead. Hi. I'm not dead. I'm playing Resident Evil. How could I be dead? That's funny. Lick the hype button. Yeah, and the thing about Sid, like I've said it before, Sid didn't have to. He was just a heel because he was mean. He didn't have to cheat to win. I can't think of any matches off the top of my head where he did cheat to win. God damn it, motherfucker! Ah, God. And they put Sid as downloadable content in WWE 2K25 this week. So it was cool getting to have him again. And they updated the power bombs for him too. He had these terrible power bombs in the game from years past that just looked like dog shit. Like I was like, I was just shocked how terrible of a choice of like moves that they created for him in the game was. I know that probably don't make a lot of sense for people, but we all, for those old wrestling fans, we can picture how Sid's various versions of the power bomb look, and the ones they put in like the WWE games from years on back, they're like, ugh, these are awful. These look like girls are doing the fucking moves. But they put him in the game. The only thing bad is like the new model for him in the game looks excellent. He's got very good looking power bombs, very good looking new choke slam they put in for him. The only thing that's bad is, I guess they didn't use his Jimmy Hart WCW music. And they didn't even use his old Psycho Sid music or his old Sid Justice theme. They used this generic music that they used to dub over themes with on the WWE network to avoid paying royalties. And it just sounds like dog shit. So he has like a really bad theme that he comes out to. And, you know, it's a tiny thing, but it's like one of those things that like makes someone like me, you know, makes someone like me crazy. You didn't see Dark Side of the Ring? God damn. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you said it perfect. It's sugar coated and all that, but it is good. Yeah. But still, it's not as bad as like the WWE documentaries where, you know, like the early like 2002, 2003 DVD releases where, WWE would go over the Monday Night Wars, and God, they made it look like the WWF was the underdog that were 5 minutes from going out of business at any given time, and WCW is evil, owned by a multi-billionaire. This multi-billionaire whose sole reason for existing, not owning CNN, not anything else, his sole purpose of living was to put Vince McMahon out of business. And Eric Bischoff was the great evil superpower that this, billionaire, Ted Turner put in the charge to do nothing but to squash and kill the WWF. And, but yeah, we all know it wasn't really like that. And when the WWF won and purchased WCW and ECW, it was the worst following 6 months of wrestling of all time. It was just, let's just beat WCW in the powder. We weren't able to secure any of the big names because the big names, Hogan, Goldberg, they were tied under, contract, which they could have bought out, but why would you? If you're being paid $2 million a year to sit at home, why the fuck would you take a buyout to go back to work? That's asinine. Diamond Dallas Page did because he's, as smart as Diamond Dallas Page is, that was probably the biggest blunder in history. He took the buyout to go to the WWF where he was squashed. He was squashed. For those of you that were around or remember, he goes there and he's supposed to be stalking the Undertaker's wife. This is at the time when Diamond Dallas Page was still married to Kimberly Page, who was beyond a perfect 10. And the Undertaker's wife that he had then, this woman named Sarah, was fucking not a 10 at all. She wasn't. She was a television 5 and a real life 7. And Diamond Dallas Page was supposed to be stalking this woman, just obsessed and in love with her. So, number one, it was almost like how some of the more loony Republicans claim that certain things are a humiliation ritual. It was like a humiliation ritual. He got squashed by the Undertaker and Kane nonstop. I don't think he has a single win over him, even a cheating win. I don't think he even has hit him over the head with a steel chair and got the win, or feet on the ropes, got the win. Anything like that. He just got squashed to death. And then he kind of goes away for a while after the alliance is destroyed by the WWF. And then he comes back as the motivator, DDP, with the really, 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 really white teeth. And then he gets injured in the match with Bob Holly and prematurely has to retire in 2002 and calls it a day. So to anyone that was like, well, maybe some of them should have took the chance of taking the buyout and going to the WWF early instead of sitting at home for, a year and a half, 2 years or whatever. Well, look at DDP. He took the fucking buyout and all he got was his ass beat and retired early. There's no upside. All that money gone. Damn. That's just, again, me rambling. Oh, yeah. Well. Thank God. Oh, thank God. I'm very glad. I'll have to check that out later. I'm glad I gave if I made enough of an impression to get a good eulogy. I'll have to read that. Just reading about it is bringing a tear to my eye. Now, hell, the one thing, and I talked about this before, so I'll just speed through it. I don't care about his politics because more than likely his politics kind of line up with us. But he did say he did fuck up with that sound bite that he got well known for. uh, you know, something about queering won't make the world go around or whatever. But like the biggest thing with me with him of being a big piece of shit was this. There was a woman that worked for the WWF headquarters. She got along with Hellwig very well. So when Hellwig was leaving, he got in contact with her and was like, hey, I know you're not happy at the WWF either, so I'd like to hire you as my personal assistant, and you come work for me. And she was like, well, fuck yeah, I want out of here. And me and the Warrior get along real good. So she packed up all of her shit, gave notice to the WWF, jumped in a U-Haul, drove to Arizona. Once she got to Arizona, knocked on the Warrior's door, and he just went, changed my mind. That's it. So the woman quit her job, moved to Arizona. He didn't hire her, so you can't really say he fired her. She never got a check from him. And then she turned around. She tried to call the WWF to get her job back, and they were just like, the story I heard from Bruce Pritchard was more or less like, well, no, you got to learn your lesson. You should have known better. You got to learn your lesson. They didn't hire her back, and I heard nothing else after that except later on she ended up, unaliving herself. So, you can't really. I know we have to know when to pull the engine up. Can't say directly that she unalived herself because of that. There could have been other factors going on, but goddamn, how cold-hearted do you got to be to, not even trick. He just changed his fucking mind. I don't think he was even that cold-hearted, like, oh, I'm going to trick this woman into, giving up her life and moving here, and then I just won't hire her. Now she's in Arizona with no money, a U-Haul full of her shit. Figure it out, bitch. The one that told that story, the most of the story was Tony Schiavone on his podcast. So yeah, I'm sure if you do some sort of search on YouTube, Tony Schiavone Ultimate Warrior story, something like that. It's very, very upsetting. Oh, that was fucked. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was fucked. I don't know. He was, Jesus Christ. I think the match that you're all talking about was the match where it was like, they hit arteries and shit. So he could have, very well, unalive. God, I hate that fucking word. And that self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD, god damn, that thing was brutal. I bought that thing, and let's just say it was 90 minutes long, the documentary part of it. Exactly 1 minute of it was complimentary, and the only thing that was complimentary wasn't even toward him. It was his theme music that Jim Johnson wrote and performed for him. The rest of that goddamn thing was a absolute hit piece. Absolute hit piece.
and they didn't even have that good story. They just had the other, like how hard he was to work with. He wasn't safe. He wasn't safe in the ring. There's this match that he had against this dude. This dude that looked like, Mark Calloway, not the Undertaker. Looked like he was wrestling, the Undertaker's, cousin, under their maker guy. And he clotheslined this son of a bitch, and it was the stiffest goddamn thing I had ever seen in my life. And it was like the harder than any clothesline from hell that I saw Bradshaw lay in. Just brutal. That's worth looking up. I'm sure it comes up on YouTube, like Undertaker clothesline from hell. I saw some matches that Undertaker had with Andre the Giant, where the lore is backstage. Andre was giving him a fucking talking to over and over again. It's like, listen, you slow down, motherfucker, and you go out to that fucking ring. I do not move fast. Andre had that gigantism disease, and he moved around like he was 85, and he was only like late 30s when he was wrestling Andre the Ultimate Warrior. And those matches are the ones that were televised. They weren't televised like on pay-per-view or anything like that. They were like taped at Madison Square Garden, and those are pretty brutal to look at because you'll see the Ultimate Warrior getting Andre the Giant getting annoyed with the Ultimate Warrior, and he would like snatch him and like get real fucking stiff with him, and you could tell he's like telling him, he's like, you slow down, motherfucker. like when he would grab him by the hair and start doing his fake headbutts, you could tell he was like communicating with him, slow the fuck down, god damn it. I mean, the new WWE 2K is fun. It's like what I play is my faction, and that's just, it's set up like all those card games where you play you're wanting to play matches over and over and over to round up in-game currency to buy new characters and shit. So it is fun, but it gets really, really repetitive. Like if you're just buying it just to play the occasional match, you're gonna have fun with it. But like if you go down the hole I go down with that my faction, where you're playing it for hours every day, grinding away for currency to open card packs for the hope that you pull a card that you need. Yeah, it can be a little draining. If I was you, I'd just wait till Black Friday to get it now. If you waited this long, you may as well wait till then. Everything will be on a gigantic discount. You'll get all the shit that I paid probably I think I put in about $150 into this game. You'll get all the shit that I paid $150 for like pennies. And you'll, yeah. I mean, getting to play as like Sid is worth it, and some of the other legends. Like it's cool that Rick Rude is in the game, but I mean, just if you're having matches, like it's fun. I would not be hired to be the pitch man for that game. I would have to sit down and think about how I would sell someone that game, like the old sell me a pencil routine. Psycho Sid in a bikini. Well, I mean, he basically wore a bikini bottoms his whole life, so that's, yeah. That's right, Mazzy. RE4. I am playing the Mercenaries mode. I'm playing as Krauser. While I attempt to talk. And as you all know, I can't multitask. God damn it, open inventory. Thank you. And there's a little bit of a lag from on my end to yours. So God damn it, I'm getting stuck. God damn it! Ah! Krauser's super move is like indestructible. Well, Mazzy, what's new? I know you've been kind of like on the. Oh, fuck, I'm dead when it shows up on your side. Someone threw a grenade or something at me and just. just disintegrated me. Yeah, it's not co-op. It's just one player. It's just it's something easy for me to play and kind of talk. It's like I can kind of multitask and talk a little bit and play this game because I don't have to concentrate as much. I got to concentrate more when I play WWE. And it's like I wish Silent Hill would just have some kind of battle mode or something. That you could just, just kill, rack up points, but they don't. So, like, I wanted to play Silent Hill, but I was like, God damn it. It's like, I can't multitask, and I can't remember what I'm supposed to do anyway. So I would just be running around that goddamn city going, well, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I beat it already. But I beat it like a year ago. I think already by this time last year it was already beat because I got it I think it came out October 15th. And I was like, I blew through that game in 1 week or two. Ugh. Yeah, then I don't know. This Mercenaries is definitely not. They have on RE6, they have co-op Mercenaries, but I don't pay for PlayStation Plus, so it's like some of y'all have heard me bitch about before. I'm so sick of being microtransaction to death. It's like if we think about it, it's like, okay, what are we all paying right now? You're paying either, more than likely you're paying a mortgage, rent, insurance, one way or the other on the property. So if you own, you're paying some sort of homeowner's insurance. If you rent, you're paying renter's insurance. Your car payment, car insurance, whenever that comes up. Water bill, electric bill. So, you just do your life necessities at first that don't even count as microtransactions. So let's just say, life, Then it comes to the entertainment choices. So it's like, all right, do you do Netflix? Well, starting at $10 a month or more. Then there's Amazon Prime, Apple Plus, MGM Plus, Paramount Plus, NBC's Peacock. And it goes on and on and on and on and on for that sort. Then you've got, your stupid ass telephone, right? So if you like have to have unlimited data, you're paying probably like $60 a month. I live in a place that pretty much has free Wi-Fi everywhere. Like, I can't find a place that doesn't have free Wi-Fi. So I'm like, fuck that. I'll just get fucking Mint Mobile. Fuck this shit. I got Mint Mobile's cheapest goddamn plan there is because I'm always around fucking Wi-Fi. But still, that's $15 a month, or pay for it by the year, which is just what I do. Anything that you can pay for by the year and you have the means to, I suggest you fucking do it, because that's what I do. But yeah, I don't know. I'm so microtransaction to death that whenever something like Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus comes, I'm like, no, not anything more. If somebody gives me a fucking gift code, I'll take it. So if anyone out there, because I don't have super chats, if you want to give me a gift, a Christmas gift, give me PlayStation Live. But I'm not begging. So that's only for the 5 or so people watching me right now. But now, as you can see, and thank you for coming by again, Mazzy's like, I can't multitask. I read one sentence and I TLDR a response. My Jeff character is a form of a clown. I realize it's just me drawing a dick and my ass on my arm. It does that? Yes, that counts. It counts. You're in character. What is it that you're using for your hair, though? Did your wife cut off like a piece of her ponytail and you're like, wait, before you throw that away, let me dye it green, and then I'll put on a hat and I'll just put the swoop over my head? Because that's what I was wondering about there. Or did you just find some discarded hair on the ground outside somewhere? It's like, I'm going to take that home and dye it green. As he's been busy with IRL stuff. That's where I'm supposed to say I'm good. I'm just bored. I'm bored and boring and doing this and dreading going to bed and going to work tomorrow, which is just opening a laptop that's still. Armored Core 6. Okay. Very good. That might be something I need to check out then. That's what I liked about this, this Resident Evil. There was no microtransactions with the remake of RE4. Resident Evil's been always good about not being retarded with goddamn microtransactions. That WWE game, yeah, no. I mean, you can fall down the pit of hell with microtransactions if you're not careful, because it's like it incentivizes you. It's like, okay, either play these matches for 8 hours straight, and then you might have enough in-game currency to make the purchase that you want, or just make the purchase with money. So yeah, so for rich people that just want to pay to play, yeah, they're going to make money off of that. No, I'm not fucking doing that. It's not going to happen. But it's infuriating because you're buying card packs, and for anyone that has any experience with those card pack games, there's no guarantee you're getting the characters that you want. So if you want the guarantee, then you buy the character direct. If it's a game that supports buying the characters direct, then you end up paying like triple the cost or more just to have that guarantee. And then you're like, oh my God. And now get that, you're playing that match over and over. So like, I'll give an example. I'm gonna go long form. This is my show. I don't have to, I'm not under time constraints. I can go as long as I goddamn want till my face melts. But like, okay, there's a special event right now in WWE 2K. It's one of the special matches to where you can unlock a Galaxy Opal, which is one of the top tier, a Galaxy Opal version of Charlotte Flair. But to compete in this match, you have to have Wendy Choo. If you don't have Wendy Choo already, there's two ways to get her. It's the, grind to buy card packs to get her, which is no guarantee. And one card pack is $15,000 in in-game currency, and $15,000 in in-game currency comes to if you play the quickest match with the highest reward, that's 30 matches. 30 matches. So even if you're the fastest person on earth, 30 matches is a minimum of 1 hour of your time. And that's if you are razor focused and you don't look left or right or anywhere. You are focused on getting in and out of that match as fast as possible and getting as many points as you can as fast as possible. So that's 1 hour. 1 hour to buy one card pack for a chance to get her. Or you can buy her direct for $92,000 in in-game currency. So, there's the thought. It's like, well, there's a chance you could get her for cheaper, or just take no chances and just play, basically 190 matches and then just buy her direct. That's just some of the. In case you didn't have your mind wrapped around how that game will fuck with your head. It's like maybe if I just spend the $15,000, I'll get her in the card pack. And then you buy the card pack and you open the card pack and no, you didn't get her. You got a bunch of useless shit. Oh, God damn it. Now it's back to playing the match again. That's what happened to me yesterday. Yesterday, I grinded enough for $150,000 worth of in-game currency, which meant I played something like 300 plus matches, and I opened my card pack. It was the special. It was like a 10 pack, and if you save up enough for a 10 pack, you get a little bit of a discount. You get a discount of basically one pack, right? So I opened it. I opened my 10 pack. I got fucking nothing at all. Nothing that was useful at all from this 10 pack. So I should have just bought the character directly, and then I would have had money left over. But that's me just explaining the nuance of the shit. Visible wireless. Yeah, $220 a year, unlimited everything. All right, you're still here. If I didn't bore you out of here, Nazzy. When you say unlimited everything, like technically I have unlimited data with Mint, but it's 5 gig high speed, and then after the 5 gig, it slows down. And then it slows down till the end of the month, and then it kicks back in again. Now, are you saying visible wireless is unlimited data, and you don't have a slowdown limit at all, or is is there a gig cap? You know, I know I can look this up myself, but I can't multitask. Talking, playing a video game, and asking a question. You've reached the limit of what I can do. I'm gonna play as Ado. No, Wesker. I'm really good with Wesker. So I'm gonna go ahead and select him. Go back to scrolling. Thank you all for hanging out. The hair is a piece of unicorn plush that got holes in it, stapled to a free hat. At first, I thought you misspelled tree. Because I thought you were stapled to a tree, and oh no, to a free hat. My free hat my kid got from the dentist that says breathe on it. Yeah, Matt, you know what I'm talking about, that goddamn grinding. That's the purpose. It's to irritate you into saying I can't deal with this anymore. I'll just shell out real life money from a credit card. And I am not doing that. No more microtransactions. Because I already feel fucking guilty enough every time I go out to eat. And then you look at your fucking bill from like going out to eat, and you're like, and then you think to yourself, God damn, I could have bought a whole video game with all the special features for that. Yeah, I guess every game has its own grinding. I mean, even back in the NES days, you had to, beat stages and whatnot for coins to unlock things. I mean, it's not like this was all invented in the modern age. Back then, the grinding wasn't as bad. It was like you had to do it a lot, but it was achievable. Oh shit, that son of a bitch grabbed me. I don't even remember if this one game I'm about to... It was one of the zombie games that was for... It was for X... God damn it, stop running, you son of a bitch. Chicken, god damn it. Yeah, fuck, I ain't gonna get in here. I got too many enemies around me. What was that fucking zombie game? The one where you're like the reporter during the zombie outbreak. Oh, what was that dumb thing called? I don't know if it stayed. I don't think it stayed an Xbox exclusive. I think it went to fucking Wii. What was that called? For those in the chat, do you remember the zombie game for Xbox? It came out around 2000. It came out in the 2000s. You were a reporter. You had a bunch of quests that you would do, and God damn it, what was that fucking thing called? Dead Rising? Was it Dead Rising? Not Left 4 Dead. Might have been Dead Rising is what I'm thinking. Definitely not Left 4 Dead. I know what Left 4 Dead was. I think it was Dead Rising. And I think the guy, at least in the first game, was like a reporter. I think each game, the new main character was someone different. It might not have been every time. I think they cycled back in that reporter dude. But I played the first couple of those games, and those were fun. And those were games where you would grind for XP. so you could get better outfits and shit. And it wasn't necessarily currency, but it was, but it wasn't. But yeah, Dead Rising. I mean, the last one I played of it, I think it was the one that came out in around 2012. But like, god damn, I used to just, there was this one area of this one map I would go to that you would just get swarmed with these fuckers, and it was like the easiest spot that I found without going online and looking for a better spot. It was like this easiest spot that I found where I could just kill like dozens and dozens and dozens at a time and just get more and more XP really fucking easy. And then, you know, like all those games, once you've maxed out everything and bought everything and you've beat the main game, at some point you just feel like you've done about everything that you possibly could do in the game, and you just kind of consider it beat, and you just call it a day. But I really liked that game. I thought what I was getting at by even bringing that up was I thought that game was a game that made grinding for like XP and all that shit reasonable. Like it wasn't, it didn't take 500 million hours to like move the needle. Now what you'll see on the screen in a second is how Wesker can fuck you up when he's got his special. I can just fucking massacre these bastards with melee punches and hits. Ha ha! Fuck you! Yeah. What? Go up here. Again, thank everybody for coming by and listening to me. Maybe I should just call this the talk to myself stream, because it's kind of what I'm doing. Ah! Oh, one of the other good things about Wesker is shit. Like his reversal. Like when someone takes a swing at you, if he counters it, it's like almost like a guaranteed like insta kill. Like when the god damn it, come on. Jesus. Sometimes this fucking thing lags. Now I'm in mayhem mode. Gotta take a break. Dying Light. I did not play that. I need to check that out. the historical photo goonie more. We're going to do a story in bedtime, reading Pilgrim's Progress tonight. All right, man, I'm about out of here anyway. I'm just going to finish up this match and I'm done. So if you're around, but thank you anyway. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and call it so I can say a proper goodbye to everybody that stuck to the end. If you missed it, I did make a kind of a halfway decent video. I'm going to hit end stream now and go bye-bye. Check out the video I made. It's going to play in here just a second, and thanks for coming by.
Like a road runner.